Hi guys, welcome to April 1st. We're finally getting into some activities which will help you break down what literary analysis really is and how to get into it and how to get started. So this first practice activity is going to be super fun. I'm really excited for you guys to do this. And I redid the sheet. The sheet before had you guys doing it in groups and partners, but obviously you guys are going to have it by yourself now. So I also not only gave you more time to do it, so it's not due until next Tuesday, which is the 7th, but it is also more singular and a little bit simpler. But yes, you will be doing it separately. It's already in assignments in Google Classroom, so take a look at that. But I also have all the links here just so that you can get a better look. But you guys all have a copy of the actual activity sheet so that you don't have to make your own copy. I have copies already in Classroom for you. So let's open up your vocabulary. I know it's at the bottom here, but open up your vocabulary docs and let's get into the first vocabulary word, which will be on future tests. We'll have vocabulary tests every, 5-10 words. Sometimes I'll just ask for the definition. Probably it's going to be like multiple choice, or more likely I'll give you a word bank and you'll place the word in a sentence. So I know that you have an understanding of what each word means. So the daily word today, or daily is kind of subjective, but the word of the day, so put this in Google Docs, guys, and you can even copy and paste it because of the definitions right there. So protagonist, the character the story revolves around. So think of it as the main character, the good character, if you will, because sometimes there's multiple main characters, but it's the main character that usually the book is in the point of view of sometimes, or just like the main hero of the story. So, for instance, in the Harry Potter series, I told you guys I was a Harry Potter nerd, so this is going to be a lot of my references. Harry Potter is the protagonist. He's the main character. The books are named after him. And while there's other main characters, like Hermione and Ron and Dumbledore, all that, he's the protagonist. He is the main protagonist. So he's the character that the story revolves around, which is why the books are named after him. Also, you'll see another word coming up. I want to say tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow. You'll see the opposite of this word, which is antagonist. But we'll get in that in tomorrow's video. So make sure that this is in your daily vocabulary. If you want to use my example as a reference, I highly suggest it because my examples might help you give you a deeper understanding when you're rereading these definitions and going back to them for the quizzes and studying for the quizzes. Okay? So that's that. Let's get into the Pixar activity. Actually, let's do introduce yourself activity because that's due sooner. That's due on Friday, which is the 3rd. Also, that is also already in Google Classroom. It doesn't have any instructions in Google Classroom, but it does have a place to put your assignment. You'll be making your own document. So I give you 3 options on how to introduce yourself to me, okay? First off, I do hope that you'll put your name and a picture of yourself just so that I can, in this time of online learning, I can match your face to your words. But pictures are totally optional in all of these. It's just something that I want personally, just so I can place the face to the words. But again, that is your personal preference. You don't have to if you don't want to. But you do have to do one of these 3 to introduce yourself. So first, you can choose this option. It's what character from a movie, book, comic, etc., maybe even a video game, do you relate to? Why? Give specific examples from the movie, book, or comic. So I relate to so-and-so because we both have 3 siblings and we're both the oldest sibling, and go into that detail because then I learn about you and I learn about why you think this character is like you. This can also be personality traits. I relate to so-and-so character because they are very stubborn and I'm very stubborn as well. And then like I said, please provide your name for this, even if it's just in the top corner, on one of the top corners, and a picture if you feel that you would like to do that. All right, option number 2, using the letters of your first name to describe yourself. So this is kind of like a poem, but kind of like a simpler essay because I want you to have one sentence per it, not just the word that the letter starts with. So I gave an example for the name Anne, short and sweet name that I could type up really quickly. So first I give the word, and then I give the sentence of why it relates to this fictional Anne character. But obviously you're doing your own name. So the first letter, or the letters of each of your, each letter in your first name. So Anne, A-N-N, animated, and then a sentence. Naruto, sentence, and then nickname, example. Okay? So this is obviously for this fictional character Anne. Use your own name. Very fun way to do that. And also, again, if you'd like to put a picture so I can place the words with the face, that would be awesome. And your third example. This isn't as creative as the first two, but some of you guys don't like creative writing, I know, so you might want to just give it straight, here is who I am. So again, put a picture if you'd like, but also just write 2 short paragraphs introducing yourself. This should be about 10 sentences, give or take. And tell me about yourself. What are your hobbies? What is your family life like? How are you doing during this quarantine period? Are you going a little crazy? Are you enjoying it because you get to sleep in? Are you excited, nervous, etc. about online learning? How are you feeling about this online learning thing? Are you a little stressed out? I know all the teachers are. Are you excited because, again, you can sleep in and you can do learning on your own time? How are you feeling? And also, how do you think that I can help you guys out to make this easier? I'd love to hear what you guys think about this. Even if it's not in this introduction, if you want to email me saying, hey, could you do this? It would make it so much easier for our online learning if you could do something like this, okay? And then, yeah, make sure it's 10 complete sentences about yourself, not just short, choppy ones. Make sure it's grammatically correct. This will be graded, but it's not going to be graded harshly, but still, you guys are 11th graders, you know how to write complete sentences, so please do so. So this is due Friday. Next, this is the Pixar analysis, which is due on Tuesday because, like I said, it is a bit longer. First off, I'm going to go through this PowerPoint. Give me a second to bring it up in slides. No matter what I do, I cannot get it to go to slides right away. So, let's get it to slides. Okay, so this is what the project's going to be about. It says your group because this is an assignment that Mrs. ELA created for group assignments to get to know literary analysis. Like I said, you'll be doing this by yourself, so kind of ignore this. And you won't be teaching or creating a tool to teach to your classmates. This is a more broken down version, which will be shown in the document which I edited to make it a little easier. So each slide has a Pixar short. I made sure all the links work, so all the links will lead you to YouTube, and they all work. Some of them have different things that you can consider analyzing for the project. Some of them are just without that. You'll see for Tin Toy that it actually leads you to a different video, but I can't edit this for some reason because it's Mrs. ELA's. So it's actually partly cloudy. It's the one with the animated clouds who deliver babies of animals. It's really cute. So some of them don't have this little extra added stuff here. Don't worry about it. You can still break it down, and you can still use a lot of different things. And also, you don't have to use characterization or whatever for day and night if you don't want to. Analyze it the way you want to. So I know that sounds confusing because you don't know what you're going to be doing. But these are the videos. I do have an assignment sheet of who's doing what, so you don't get to pick yours. I know. I'm sorry. But it's so much easier because then I'm not having all of you do your favorite one and ending up with like 20 of one video and then 2 of another. I want everybody to do different videos. So this is the activity sheet that is in Google Classroom. Sorry. So for this assignment, you will be assigned a short Pixar film. Again, that's going to be in your assignment page, which is right here, but I think I also put it in Google Classroom. And then as you watch the film, you will be required to complete several activities. This is why it's due on Tuesday, so I give you time to break down this film and get ready to analyze it. So as a practice literary analysis. To see what film you have been assigned, go to the daily schedule, Google Slides, and follow the link, just like I've showed you, and I'll bring that up as well. Probably in a separate video because this video is almost done, so we're going to have 2 parts to this video. So first, give me the title of the shorts, the Pixar short that you're analyzing. So the one that's in the one that you were assigned, give the title of it. And then the elements of the story. First, look these up. I want you guys to take the time and actually look these up so that you know what they are if you don't already. So what's the exposition of the story? What's an inciting incident? What's a rising action? What's the climax of a story? What's the falling action? What's the resolution? So look these up. Give definitions. This will help you. And then element as seen in this Pixar short. All of these shorts have all of these. Even though they're short versions, they still have all of these elements. So in your short, what are the elements for each of these? So look up the definition. Google is your friend. Also dictionary.com, that could be a good help. But if you type in what is the exposition of a story, it'll tell you what's the inciting incident of a story. It'll tell you. So write the definition. Look it up. This is good practice for researching what each of these elements are, because it's proven that if you look these things up for yourself and I don't just tell you what all these things are, you'll remember them better. Okay? Now answer this question. The main theme of the Pixar short is. So is it friendship? Is it love? Is it war? Is it competition? What is the theme? Element and analyze and resource tool for class. So this is where it kind of gets different. You are going to choose one of these literary elements. So one of these. And you are going to explain it in a deeper level. So give examples, multiple examples, not just the short element as seen in your Pixar short. You're choosing one of these and going on about it. You're describing it in more detail. This will help you when you're actually doing literary analysis later on. Picking something like a theme, which can end up being a thesis, and going into more detail, forming an argument. This is a good way to start doing that. Obviously, you're not going to have a resource tool for the class. That's going to be cut out, so don't worry about that. Just write down here deeper examples. I'm going to go in, the literary element I've chosen is the climax of the story. And this is how the climax of this Pixar short is important. And here are examples of what the climax of the story is. And it's during this part of the scene, just like most climaxes are. Is it in the middle? Is it right towards the end? What is the climax of the story? How does it happen? How does it affect the story? You don't have to pick climax, obviously. You can pick a resolution, falling action, whichever. And then part 3, literary analysis of the film. Now that you understand the film, rewatch it again. Analyze the film for your chosen element and how it helps the story to have a deeper meaning. So analyze the film for your chosen element and how it helps the story have a deeper meaning. So keep on going, analyzing the film. So this is exactly like this part, but going even deeper. You've rewatched it now. All of these are about 5 minutes, so it's not super long, so don't get worried about it. And analyze it, rewatch it. How are you going to analyze it? The literary element as seen in the film, this is how. Explain why and how the literary element is used in the film to influence the theme. So how does it, if the theme is love, how does the climax of the story show the theme of love? Okay? Make a little sense? I'm going to stop this video right now just because it's almost at the 15 mark. I'm going to stop this now and get into part 2.